Hope, I mean, for sure Jane's been through a lot at her, at the age of 17, 18 that she is. And her and Spinner have been through a lot, I think it's actually I think there are girls who can relate to being in this situation.
Yeah.
It's not only, I mean, we can only say so much in the half-hour episode. Certainly, she said it in the episode that, she kind of describes how she feels like one of the guys with Spinner, but Jane's also been through, people forget, but the situation with her father and the football team and Spinner's cancer and him getting shot. Like there's a lot of weight and history with them, and I think for the first time she feels like with Declan he doesn't know any of that, and she can kind of just be, a wild 17-year-old if she wants, and she makes some decisions.
I like that he likes good things about her. Like, he's not, because I think we all were like worried that this guy was just going to come in and like mess with people's heads, and like he respects her like independent thought and the fact that she has her own life, and like
totally. I think so too, and I think you'll see that with Declan too. Like his character grows in a really interesting way throughout the season as well, and again, like people aren't what they seem. It's really nice this season. I think everyone has different unexpected storylines coming about.
Depth of character. Dimensions.
Dimensions, exactly. Dimensions. And hopefully you can feel for Jane at certain points, or relate, I hope.
Yeah. All right, there was that whole, like, the theme at the beginning, it seemed like, was with actually, when Holly J and Jane kind of, like, gang up on Anya for being totally boyfriend girl.
I know. We were like, this is so mean.
It was a little...
I know. I kind of felt... Well, I feel like the Anya-Holly J friendship is a sort of an example of that toxic friendship that was going on for so long. And with Jane and Holly J, I think they find that they have similarities in that they're both confident, independent thinkers, and they are very ambitious, and they're not codependent, which is really nice. But that scene, I felt so bad. Samantha Monroe was so funny in it when she's like, do you mind? Like, who are you? So hilarious. I think Jane realizes, too, that maybe it was mean, but sometimes, she says stuff that she doesn't. Is it weird that I'm referring to her in the third person? Her?
I know.
I know it's me, but I can't. It's not, though,
Yeah, it's you and yet not.
It's a character. But, yeah, that's a pretty funny little scene.
Have you ever, like, along the lines of what we were talking about earlier, where, like, people grow and change, and sometimes they make mistakes early on. Like, have you ever caught yourself being that girl who kind of, like, chooses a new boyfriend over her old girlfriends? And... Over, like, a friend, you mean?
Yeah. No, I haven't. I think it can be hard for anyone to juggle, romance and friendship and all that stuff. I think I've been on the receiving end of that, like seeing my friends start dating when we were much younger, and then not talking to me or some of my other friends, but it all sounds really trivial now because it's totally fine. No, I think I've been pretty easygoing, and just the way you have to juggle work and family. You make everything work, if you wanted to.
Totally. Speaking of, like, are you doing anything with music right now? Like, I don't know if you just do music in theater or...
Well, I jam out with my brother all the time. He's a really great pianist, and he's, he plays every instrument that there is, so we love doing that. But working on Degrassi this season has been really nice for another reason, that I've had this musical storyline and been able to go to the studio. We recorded 5 or 6 songs, which was such a different kind of challenge for me, because being in the studio is something I'd never done before, and it takes so many hours to do just one song, and layering the harmonies and doing all that stuff was so cool, so fun, and to kind of bust out and do these rock-ish songs isn't normally my thing. So I was really scared when in the Good Times, the episode 2 weeks ago where I had to do Good Times. I was so nervous before we filmed that scene because I just didn't know what people's reactions was. I was like, how do I look cool? Do I look cool, Ray? Delmar, tell me if I look cool. I don't know, but then it just blossomed into something really nice. So, I've been inspired by being in the studio, and, who knows what'll happen. I'd love to do musicals and record my own stuff, and
and
try that avenue out.
It's just like a fun way to hang out with friends, I feel like.
To play music, you mean?
Yeah. Like starting a band with some friends or something.
Yeah. Our the actual like Stu's band. Those boys are actually a band.
I heard about that. Soundspeed, right?
Yes, Soundspeed. And they're great. Like, their stuff is really, really cool, and Ray's the front man. And we're actually playing at our rap party. We're playing some of the songs from the season.
No way.
And they're playing their own sets. Yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
pretty pumped about it, yeah.
Wait, who all is in Soundspeed?
Soundspeed is Delmar. He plays bass in real. Well, he plays other things too. He plays the piano. He's very talented.
Oh, okay.
He won't admit it though. Yeah, Delmar, and then Shane has always played drums. He's awesome. He plays the drums. Jamie on the guitar, and also Sean, who's Ray's friend, is on the guitar, and then Ray is the front man singing. Awesome. And the songs are really catchy. They have this cool there's like an I feel when I listen to it, like a Kings of Leon influence too, which I think is really interesting, like in the sound and the drumming.
Yeah.
Very, very unique sound.
And they never like toss you the tambourine and
say, oh my gosh, what an embarrassment. I felt so, man, I don't know. I'm sure girls maybe have been put in that situation before. Totally. But I know when I read that, I was like, really? Really, Peter? That's what you're doing. It looked sexy when Mia did it.
I know. I love that line.
The worst possible thing you could say to Jane at that point, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's been really, really fun shooting scenes, though, all the performance stuff, and jamming out with those guys in the scenes has really been my favorite part of this season, I think.
Oh, awesome. What were you for Halloween this year?
For Halloween, I was a peacock with a couple of my other friends were different animals. We had a cheetah, a lion, and a ranger, because there's this place in Toronto called African Lion Safari, and I sang the jingle all night. It goes, African Lion Safari, and then it keeps going. So I continued to sing it, and we were just various animals from the African Lion Safari.
Oh my God.
It was pretty fun. I did my own little ode, although I was shopping for peacock feathers to add to the costume, and I went to this art store, and this girl took the last 2 packages like full of peacock feathers as I was approaching.
Oh my God.
I was like, hey, you think I could have one? She's like, no, I need them both. It's a sad moment for me, but I may do with standard feathers.
Man, it's dog eat dog out there for Halloween.
Oh man, it is at those craft stores. Watch out. Did you dress up this year? What were you?
I did. I was Prince. Like
so good.
Purple Rain Prince. I never dress up. I'm always really lazy, so I was really proud of myself for getting it done.
That's pretty cool. I love Prince. One of my favorite songs that you have to check out, maybe you probably know it if you're Prince, but is How Come You Don't Call Me?
Oh my God. Totally.
Wait, right?
Oh my
God. So good. And 319. Oh, love him.
He's amazing. I like Beautiful Ones off of Purple Rain. That's like my favorite.
That's great. And When Doves Cry, obviously. Pardon?
Never mind. I'm trying to sing Prince, and it's
were you singing?
Really no, I wasn't.
Sing again. This keeps cutting out. I need to hear.
It didn't happen. It never happened. It was really good talking to you.
Very nice talking to you again, Mary.
Have a great one.